Good morning, everyone. This is BHS Principal Billy Lewis here to talk about Freshmen on Track here at Belvedere High School. This is a presentation that I gave to our freshman class last week, and I wanted to share it with everyone today because we have a couple of new things that we're trying into the second semester as we go into the second semester here. So we started off with the kids talking about purpose and goals of school. And we always talk about the idea of finding your greatness. That's really the ultimate goal in high school, is to move towards that. What is it that students are interested in, passionate about? What do they want to commit their lives to? And sometimes that idea is not always clear, but we want to move closer to it as a result of the experiences gained, the skills learned, the lessons learned here in high school. So in order to do that, we reviewed the three big goals that we have here at Belvedere High School related to four-year graduation rate, freshmen on track, and the participation level of kids in our sports and extracurricular activities. So zeroing in on that middle goal, the 90% of freshmen on freshmen on track, rather, we went through the actual math behind it. So the graduation requirements as far as District 100, 24 credits is what is required for graduation. Doing the math on that, that's 6 per year or 3 per semester. So earning a half a credit per semester class allows us to get to that number. And then there are certain requirements as far as being on track and graduating. So taking a health class, taking a consumer ed class, taking 4 years of English, etc. Taking a look at the state definition of freshmen on track, students are defined as on track having earned at least 5 full year course credits and have earned no more than 1 semester F in a core course of English, math, science, or social studies. And for those of you that have taken a look, just like kids get a report card, our school gets a report card every fall. And part of that report card is to share the percentage of our students that have met this requirement, the at least 5 full year course credits and no more than 1 semester F. If you take a look at the bottom, same statement here, okay, but you have this key statement that we highlighted in green. Students who finish the 9th year on track are almost 4 times as likely to graduate from high school as students who are not on track. So we really want kids to be familiar with this idea and be able to lock in as freshmen, and for us to be able to give them the support that they need to be on track so that we're set up for success moving forward into sophomore, junior, and senior years and can walk across that stage. Historically at Belvedere High School, we've seen the correlation between the percentage of freshmen on track as well as how those kids end up doing as far as a 4-year graduation rate goes. The 93% 4-year graduation rate that we've been celebrating all fall is strongly correlated with the fact that 91% of them were on track after their freshman year. Traditionally, we are in the mid 80s as far as percentages, but we had 91% of them on track and ended up being 93% of them graduating. So it's in our interest to have as many freshmen on track meeting that definition after their 9th grade year as possible. So what we're looking to do is, so this term proficiency recovery represents a new idea that we have to help support kids. So here's the key. End of the day, Tuesday, January 8th, that's when grades need to be submitted for the first semester for our teachers. And the key question for kids, for all of us to answer, is have core credit requirements been met? And taking a look at what most freshmen are taking, for math requirement, most of them are taking Algebra 1, but then also for English, English 9, biology or integrated science for the science requirement, and then world studies for the social studies requirement. Have those requirements been made? If the answer is yes to that, then students proceed with their normal semester 2 schedule. If the answer is no, traditionally, so I'm going to refer to option number 2, traditionally, students need to repeat the entire course either in the summer or in the following school year. So it doesn't matter if a student has mastered part of the core content, have done well on a portion of the curriculum, they have traditionally been required to repeat the whole course. And for some students this year, that may be the best option, to just have a clean restart and jump into it fresh and to be set up for success that way. For a lot of students, however, it's not the best option for them to repeat the entire course. If they've shown some proficiency along the way, if they've had some success along the way, we're setting up a system where they can show proficiency on just what they need, whether it's missing or whether they need to revisit some learning goals. That is what we're introducing. So if that's the case, where we're not going to repeat the whole course, what we're going to do is adjust the semester 2 schedule. And either with an elective or a study hall, that will be removed from the schedule, and a freshman student will be enrolled in what's called a semester 1 proficiency recovery course. So how that looks in terms of a schedule is what you see on the screen right now. So by adjusting the schedule, what you see is that we replace that elective class or the study hall with semester 1 English 9 recovery. But what you also see then, if you look at that second hour, is there's no change to the semester 2 English 9. So they'll be taking those courses simultaneously. And the first goal is for the student to recover what they need to recover from semester 1. Finish that essay, work on that specific standard, on which they haven't shown proficiency yet. So that's the primary goal. And then once all of those semester 1 requirements have been met, that's the point in which we'll submit a grade change and they'll receive their first semester English 9 credit. They will remain in that course for the remainder of the semester to be able to get help on semester 2 English 9, which is still in their schedule. So traditionally, students who struggle or receive a failing grade in a semester 1 course for a year-long course will struggle in semester 2. Traditionally, the number of failures that we have will double or triple in those courses in the second semester. And it makes sense because a lot of the skills that are being built in semester 1 are being used to grow into semester 2. A question has come up with students and staff as far as what if a student is struggling in multiple courses. We are only going to enroll them in one of these proficiency recovery courses, but the way that we've aligned the schedule will allow a student, let's say, for example, they need to complete semester 1 work for English 9 and Algebra 1. We have aligned the schedule to allow for that to happen, where they'll be enrolled in a 7th hour, for example, English 9 course, and then we also simultaneously have recovery options for Algebra 1 at that same time. So so there are students that will need this assistance in multiple courses, and that's how we have it set up. As far as the elective class goes, we never want to remove a student from a course that they're most likely choosing because they have a strong interest in. So that's our absolute last resort. We shared with students that they may need to be doing some work over break in order to avoid that semester schedule change, which would be fantastic because that means not only does their schedule stay the same, but also that they've shown evidence that they are prepared to succeed in semester 2. So we shared that with the kids as far as that goes, that they have until the end of the day, January 8th, again, to avoid any potential schedule change. But then also when we talk about this long term, a student who might have to give up an elective for this upcoming semester, by staying on track, doing this work right now, they will keep their schedule open for more electives their sophomore, junior, and senior year. So the hope is to intervene now and not let whatever challenges are occurring or whatever obstacles are occurring to compound. And then, like I said, the goal to be on track after that 9th grade year is a big indicator. So appreciate your attention to this. Invite you to reach out if you have any questions. Our number here is 815-547-6345. My email address, blews@district100.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful winter break, and I look forward to seeing you in the second semester. Take care, everyone. Thanks for your attention today.